Hello. Hi. It is I. Um, CB is down and out for the count. She's feeling real shit because of her migraines. And I'm not sure where Rafael is. Sorry. My camera looked a little smudged to me. I don't know if that's any better. But so how was everyone's weekend and all that? I'm trying to remember what I did on the weekend. So Saturday was a big family get together at my parents' house. My great uncle and his wife came into town. They're well, he is my grandfather's brother. So there was 4 generations hanging out and stuff. It was really cute. Almost all the great grandkids were there. We were just missing 2. So is pretty fun. I've been getting drafting done. I didn't get any drafting done over the weekend though because like we've had storms on and off since last week, and as y'all may remember, my migraine shot, like it's it's annoying because I had to go a whole month without the shot, which means my body like fully transitioned out of the shot. So even though I'm back on the shot, it'll take like anywhere between 2 to 4 months for me to fully be under the like effects of the shot, which is why you're not supposed to miss dosages, right? Because you miss one dosage and it fucks you up for a third of the year. But yeah, we're still doing better than we were, but it sucks. Uh, Hello. Tina deconstructed a couch, went to Pride, and I'm very tired. That's fair. Hi. Hello. Uh, oh, Raf is on his way. He was doing a thing, then he's almost done, so he'll be joining us soon. I'm communicating with the 6 CB. So tell me about y'all. Well, Tina told me about her weekend. How was everybody else's weekend? I don't have a guest buffer for when I check things. I'm so spoiled by usually having co-host and whatnot. We will be preparing for. We're supposed to be getting more storms this week. Like the week is supposed to be good, so I'm gonna try to get as much drafting done as possible. Now that I am drafting, on top of trying to get at least 100 words done a day, I'm gonna try to get like an hour worth of writing. Whether I do like sprints and then add my sprinting time up, or if I just try to carve out an hour. That's my goal there, and I should definitely get at least my 100 words in. In 10 days, we will be taking the children on our first family vacation, and we're really looking forward to that. I just checked the weather for that. It's supposed to have scattered thunderstorms. You can like at least on my weather app, it goes out until the 5th. So there's supposed to be scattered thunderstorms at least from like the 1st to the 5th, and I'm like, I'm hoping that perhaps starting the 6th, the thunderstorms will be gone. We can hope for that. I'm gonna will it into the being. I appreciate the hugs. I appreciate the empathy. It is what it is. I whine. I'm a whiner. I'm glad your weekend was nice and low key. Mowed about an acre of grass and saw the new Jennifer Lawrence movie on Saturday. Movie was hilarious and very good. Which movie is that? I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure if it's that I don't keep up with movies in general or just that I don't keep up with her movies, but I didn't know that she had a movie coming out. Um, we played Villainous at my mom's house this weekend. I finally I keep playing Cruella so that I can win, and it's it's really fun. It was funny because my mom came out and went to go start doing her dishes, and me and my sister are talking, and I'm like, I just want to skin the puppies. Just let me make my coat. And she's like, well, I want to murder the child. And I'm like, well, I guess we'll see who wins what. And my mom just looks at us like she knew we were playing villainous, but she's just like, out of context. And I'm like, I know. But I finally won with Cruella. Now I can try somebody else. Although my sister says I'm not allowed to play Prince John. The goal with Prince John is just to accumulate 20 like power, and I am very good at accumulating power if no one's paying attention to me. But my sister, she goes for my throat. Yes, child.
Does Foxy have an hour on the computer?
Why? Did you think she had less, or no? She has an hour. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Okay. Go check the app. I think you know how to do that.
What's the app name?
Family Safety. Sunday, I planted more carrots, thinned some of my older lettuce, and had my second planting of lettuce come up. Yes. No hard feelings. At first, I thought you were telling me no hard feelings, and I was like, about what? But I'm assuming that's the movie name.
Just change it?
No, it's been that way. See? An hour and 15 minutes. Just like you and your brother. I don't know why y'all thought she had less computer time. Sorry, my children.
I remember her having less the last time she did it. I mean, did her typing lessons.
Maybe she just took a really long time finishing her typing lesson.
Oh.
Because remember, it only counts the time she's actually typing. I would be whining about that. That's very fair. Our thoughts also go out to CB, who's, I think, dealing with a new for her symptom, which is feverish. She's feverish right now because of her migraines. So, yes, baby, you can have soda. Oh, we will be having a surprise showing up on stream, maybe. So, not CB though. I don't want to get your hopes up. Oh, although next month is July, and so we will be doing. I'll be having 2 events next month. The Flash Fiction Free for All, or the 4FA as I like to call it, which I'm trying to think of how many we've had. I'm going to the 4FA board, or not. Oh, it's in my other platform page. I love the way, see, when I like put things, I put like 4FA, but then like the actual board is just 4 Fs and then an A, so it looks like it's like it will be round 4, so very much looking forward to that. Hello, surprise guest. She heeded the call in my server.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were asking, does anyone want to join? And then I hopped on.
Because CB
And I'm like,
died.
oh, you're alone.
See, here's the thing. CB told me, we called about an hour, about an hour ago, and she's like, I could hear it in her voice. She's just like, I am so exhausted. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah, and I feel terrible. She's like, I probably want to be nonverbal. And I'm like, so you don't feel up to sitting at a computer? And she's like, I'm going to say no. And then, so she's feeling feverish. And I asked Raph for an ETA, and he hadn't got back to me. And I was like, well, I've been feeling like shit all weekend. And so I was like, I can do it alone, but do I want to do it alone? And I was like, well, here's an unexpected possible server perk. You can just randomly join if everybody else has abandoned me. Will I participate in the maybe. Well, currently, those who participate on screen for the 4FA are me, Matt, CB, and Cody. And it will stay like that at least until after the callback round. But potentially just always be like that. However, if anybody wants to participate in the 4FA, I do have plans for a guest challenge. It would take place on a Friday instead of a Monday. Our first, I'll admit I fucked up. I was going to have the first one in May, but so much was going on in my May, and I put the note in a bad place. So I completely forgot that I was going to do that. But theoretically, it will be. And I think August. Yeah. I have a list of people I got to double check with because they were fine with doing it in May. So I got to see if they're still up for it in August, but that may be that. Yeah, join my realm via the Ko-fi. Maybe even get on stream. Bella, if you could go ahead and introduce thyself while I scramble to go to my checklisty list.
Hi all, I'm Bella. I'm an aspiring author currently working on my debut novel, temporarily titled Alina, surrounding like the idea of like an angel on one shoulder, a demon on the other, like guiding you through life. And it's not religious connected. I now am consistently saying that every time.
It's based
But
on the concept, but not the
yeah,
religious implications.
yeah. I have a YouTube channel. I'm currently working on doing some like Twitter posts consistently, and I don't know if I'll have the link to my link tree down below, but
You will after the first sprint.
but all my stuff is down there.
It shall be down there as soon as Sam gets there. And hello, hi. I am Writing Mom Samantha Elnassett. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host live streams like this on Mondays. If you would like to join my newsletter, I will be sending out a June newsletter, well, May/June newsletter by the end of this week. I'm going to be discussing updates to like my daily writing challenge and progress on my novel, a bunch of good fun things there. So I highly recommend signing up to my newsletter if you have not already done so. That's my link tree, has all my links and everything. If you have a good time here, like, subscribe, ring-a-ding the bell so that you always know to do the things. Oh, okay. Fox sent me a thing that I will be doing for him. Bella, I had a thing. Your links. That's what I was doing. I'm like, I have this tab open with the drop-down menu. What was I doing? So how goes it your project? Because you had put a pause on your novel, right?
Mm-hmm.
For your finals, but your finals. Yes, give me $1. Join my club. Yes.
Yeah, I had definitely put a pause on that just because I was finishing up school. I'm finally done, so I'm working on spending the last few days or the last like 2 weeks in June working on like coming up with like a plan for posting on social media and stuff. That way, starting July, as soon as I'm done with the anime convention, the first weekend, I can like really have a consistent plan.
Nice. I'm adding you in right now.
No worries.
And I'm also trying not to sneeze, but the sneeze will come. It's a competitive chorus, Tina. How long have you been here? So, I want to tell everybody. Hold on. My brain is rearranging my task list of import here. Well, how is your plan going? Like, do you have a plan, or are you still in the process of making the plan?
I have a plan. It's just a matter of like executing it. So I just posted a video last Thursday. And then starting today is when I post like consistently on Twitter, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then like random life posts in between if I ever want to like update it. But those are like the scheduled ones. I may do Instagram as well, but I'm not sure. But so far, I have like videos that are going to come out like every Thursday. And I have 3 recorded. So I have videos, I have like recordings of 2 more that I just need to edit and schedule.
Nice. Sounds like you're doing a good job. Sorry if I seem distracted. I just realized that my chin hair has returned and I can't quite get a grip on it, which means I got it. Okay. Sometimes I can get it with my nails, but like once you notice it's there, there is no ignoring it. Yes. I'm sorry, Tina. I was just like, what is this? That comment means that it's been way too long since CB and Matt have been on at the same time. Well, that is fair. They should be on at the same time in July though for the 4FA, and which is a competition. You know how they get. It'll be kind of like the anniversary of the 4FA, because the 4FA started last July as a way to cover up the shenanigans of CB flying, because CB flew here to visit, and we wanted a shenanigan specifically with her, Cody, and Matt on screen all at the same time. So I was like, I need a way to justify having 4 people on screen at the same time that makes sense, that no one will question. And so I was like, oh, writing challenge. And then, which Matt was like, Sam, do you know how disappointed I would have been if there was no competition? And I'm like, I'm sorry. But it just grew into this quarterly event, kind of, and that's just a lot of fun. Real quick, I want to share a thing though, because I want as many people to join it as possible. So this is a totally free event. It is a reading challenge hosted by bookshop.org and Libro FM. And I love Libro. It's a audiobook app and website that runs through like small and independent bookshops and bookstores. And like if you have a membership, then you get I want to say it's like between 20 and 30% off your purchases, and you get, a credit. It says it keeps saying I have a new thing, but like I just don't have any friends. So somebody do this just to be my friend so the new goes away, I beg of thee. But yeah, it's a summer reading challenge. It starts today. You can win prizes by just reading once a day. And the grand prize is like $500 at bookshop.org, a year of Libro, more merch, 500 donation to your favorite bookstore, 10 gold prizes, $50 gift cards, 6 Libro credit bundle. But those are random. We can't control those. So what I am most interested in is that if you do it every day, you get 20% off of a purchase at bookshop.org, and 50% off of a single audiobook from Libro. So yeah, as you can see, I started today. So which I'm like, that's within my control. And I like sales and discounts. So if anybody wishes to join me in this endeavor, Fox says, "Oh, that's why you want me to do it. I see." No, that's not why I want you to do it. You and I share a Libro account. So if you do it and I do it, we get 50% off of 2 books. That's why I want you to do it. So I can take advantage of your coupon. I won't lie. Like when I have ulterior motives, they're very obvious. I don't hide my ulterior things. And if anybody wants to join it with me, like I said, I'll be your friend. I don't know how to be your friend, but we'll figure it out. Oh, there's friend codes. Hold on. I'm gonna share my friend code shamelessly. What do you mean refresh my friend code? Do I just get a new friend code? That's my friend code for anybody who wants to be my friend. So what will everybody be working on today? I will be reading a thing. There it is. I will be reading a thing for Fox. And then I should be drafting because I think I have done all of my administrative work that I can already.
I'm probably gonna work on some like scripts for some future YouTube videos.
Yes, child. Sorry.
No worries. But yeah, just some like top 10 videos that I'll be doing for YouTube.
Ooh, nice. What? Okay, what about it?
So if you like stun an enemy, I just like went towards them, got my blade or something, and just start spinning around them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Bye.
Hey, bye. My child just wanted to tell me how he murderized the thing.
Interesting.
Ooh, paranormal. What's your paranormal romance about? We're very into paranormal romance here. Preparing pages 4 to 7 for the One Mystery Treat Nitpick crew. Yes.
Nice.
I'm on that crew. I look forward to those pages. I look forward to Tina's mixed reactions of laughter and Sam, why? Either doing some drafting for my Greek-inspired whip or working on my homebrew D&D world. Ooh, sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, y'all. When I think of tasks that I need to add to my to-do list, especially when my brain fog is bad, I have to add them immediately or risk forgetting them. So I'm trying to type and post. It's half working. I think I'm doing half a good job. Yes, RP, Greek myth-inspired fiction. I think my chat is primarily divided into 2 categories. With 3 categories, right? There's my paranormal romance crew, Greek-inspired crew, and the paranormal adjacent.
But then like a 4th one? Yeah, I fall in that one, and then like the 4th one that likes like everything.
The 4th paranormal Greek horror. Yeah, this. Oh, Sam, same. Google Keep is always in my back pocket, so I don't forget. Yeah. A vampire who is a detective and its enemies to lovers.
Interesting.
Combining some of my favorite things right there. Detectives, enemies to lovers. I guess vampires are in my top 5. I mean, I love vampires, though. I cannot deny how much I love vampire fiction. I just had to figure out where they sat in my list. For a second, I forgot you were referring to Christian's name. And I'm like, why are we talking about the Christian hell? Hold on, whose story is in that? But yeah. What category do us monster duckers fall into? That's paranormal romance or paranormal romance adjacent, depending on the monster. But literally paranormal romance, my friend.
It depends on where your inspiration comes from.
Yeah, that's why it could also be adjacent. Vampires are my fave. There was something I was gonna add to my list, and I don't remember what. Oh wait! I'm waiting on 2 out of 3 guest approval. Okay. Well, I remember what I needed to add to my list. That goes in writer work. I'm so silly. Read Fox thing. Oh, we've got a message from CB and are we going to end up with 4 people? Okay. Raph is on his way home. He may get here by the end of our first sprint because we're going to sprint in a couple minutes. CB sent me an adorable cat gif. It's like a cat with a little top hat and it's coming off. And she's like, how's it going?
Cute. She feeling better?
Probably not.
Probably not, no.
She probably just feels bad abandoning me. But I mean, she's chronic migraines. Like, I definitely am one to understand.
It's just one of those things that you can't do anything about.
Mm-hmm. I messed myself up for a second because when I wrote my task list for today, I didn't change the date. So then it was like task list for the 24th to the 25th. And I was sitting here staring, going, where'd my task list for the 26th go? What the fuck? I found it. That was it. It was just mislabeled. But oh, how me and Discord. Well, me and Discord are fine, actually. It's just, I think my laptop needs to be restarted because I don't remember the last time I restarted it. So.
Mine does like an automatic restart like once a month and it irritates the hell out of me because it doesn't give me a warning. It just doesn't.
Mine like warns me. It's like I need to be restarted and I'm like, no. So
I do that and then it just suddenly restarts even though I tell it
yours just says nah. I don't care what you say. I'm a restart.
And then like I lose all of the tabs that I have open on my internet.
Oh, you can't do a like can you go to your history and open up all the
sometimes
tabs?
Sometimes when it restarts it like clears the history, which is weird.
That is weird.
And sometimes I can like restore the tabs that I had previously. But then sometimes when I'm restoring it, it glitches and like it doesn't open anything.
I got you.
Like I had tabs open that I had not touched in a few weeks, but I was going to get to them today.
I feel that. I have two profiles on the Googles. I have my profile and my writer profile. And both of them have different groups of tabs. Although one window is just a bunch of tabs for my Stardew Valley account. It's just all the things I'm missing in the inventory. I haven't played Stardew Valley in months, mind you, but it's there because I'm like, I don't want to find all these tabs again when I do go back to it. So that is not what I wanted. I wanted videos. There we go. You good with 30, 20, 20 for our timers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. This has become my tyrannical timer setting.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened to the polls? I'm like, I remember doing those a few weeks ago.
I found something that worked for me.
And then like one day they just like stopped doing them and I'm like,
I think it got because the streams were starting to get like too long. And so I was like, well, 30, 20, 20, like we seem to be doing pretty good there. So
yeah.
Because my chat decided they liked longer sprints, which I'm okay with. But also, my poor guests are not all night owls.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem with that. I have so many bookmarks, Tina.
Yeah.
So many. And these bookmarks started when I was like 13. And I need to go through and clean them out. Oh, there's so many of them. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
I
next
literally
year
have like
that'll
a
be a
bunch
goal.
of tabs on my phone, my computer.
My phone tabs I can keep pretty clean. That one I'm pretty proud of how like streamlined I keep.
I
But
can't.
not my computer.
Because like when I open up like the websites that I read like manga on,
Kelly, I really see there's at least 4 that I know those websites no longer exist.
mhm,
But they're still bookmarked.
yeah. But like
Here's
I'll
the
open
thing.
up
Oh, go ahead, Bella.
I'll open up like the websites that I read like manga or like fan fiction on, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, and then I go open up it onto a new tab, and then like I get some work done, and I'm like, what happened to that? And it just falls further back.
Fox says he happened to the polls because my stubborn ass would have kept doing them. But sir, you know that if I didn't agree with you, I would have kept doing them anyway. So like it was a mutual decision via me and my unofficial marketing manager. See, here's the thing, Tina. I'm a hoarder. And it probably goes back to some like psychological thing where in my like I've never had my own bedroom to this day, and I always had to like share space and everything, and the computer was like the first thing that I didn't have to share, because even though I owned the GameCube, I had to share my GameCube. I owned my 64. I still had no actual say. I owned all of my first handhelds. I still had to let my sisters play them because like my mother was very bad at telling them no when they knew how to irritate her.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure there's some psychological connection to that in the fact that I hoard files.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
That's why. That's how they got away with it.
I know. Oh, I know why they got away with it. I'm just saying for me and my psychological thing. Like I had a portable hard drive. Everything from that portable hard drive is in my Dropbox. So I have finally used up a terabyte of data in my Dropbox. I have 2 terabytes, thankfully. But I'm like, I need to go through there and see what's in there. So it's weird because you'd think for my personality and how organized I am, but no, I hoard things. I hoard things. That's why you keep the bookmark in memorial.
Yeah, I just have files of just like photos that I found online that I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Am I ever going to use it for anything? No, but it's pretty and it's on my computer.
I have a folder that's just like the doll makers. There's just a ton of dolls in there. There's a folder of me specific dolls, but it's just one of those things. Fox says no one should ever doubt you're a hoarder. No, but I assume most people would think I'm a more organized hoarder than I am. But I am not. I was going to get my banners. I like how chat was kind of quiet till we started talking about our hoarding tendencies.
Yeah.
Now Tina got a lot of thoughts on our hoarding. Tina said, see, other than the room thing, I had the same with my siblings, except they're both real messy, but I got into Marie Kondo just before it was cool, so now I love digital minimizing. Yeah, but let me tell you, having your own room is a huge difference, like, versus not having your own room. Because think about it. I'm 33, and I have still never had my own room, like, at all.
Yeah.
Because I got married and then moved out, and now I share my room with Chris. So that's why the house is my space. I am not what? I'm a complete book hoarder. My books are are all in this. There's my books. They're in the tubs.
Oh,
This
I have
this
tubs
top
too.
one. This top one's my manga tub. I don't know how well you can or can't see it. But let's do our first sprint. Bella, who should count us down? You or I?
I can do it.
Okay, go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
And we're back. Look, we found a guest.
Ew.
So, how did everybody do that sprint? I had to make a very quick emergency trip to Webtoon because I realized every time I don't do this and I start streaming, I lose my daily passes for the day. And I was like, no. So I went and I claimed all my daily passes. I didn't read them though, I just claimed them so that when they reset in an hour, I won't lose my daily passes. I have this one webtoon. It's called It's Mine, and like it's finished. So I know how many more chapters there are, but it's like if I don't miss a day, I'll finish it in like October or not October, August or September. So I'm like trying to never miss a day of that. And then I went and I'm almost done reading all the things for Fox. So just have one more section to read.
I did good. I had dinner, and I got about 25% of the way through my one script, which is good.
Nice. You said you were working on a bunch of top 10s. Can I be nosy and ask which one you're working on right now?
My favorite top 10 fantasy creatures.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like talking monsters. I know, shocker. And mythological things. Raph, what did you do?
Got home from my doctor's. Sorry it took so long.
You're very quiet. Are you perhaps not plugged in all the way?
Let's see. Can you hear me now?
A little better, yeah.
Hold on. I don't know why it does not like me today.
Oh, I hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, you started buzzing very loudly.
Sorry.
Unplug it and plug it back in. Are we good? Oh, now we can't hear you at all. Now you're buggy. And there be a humming. Now you're gone again.
How's this?
Oh, that's much better. Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know what was going on with my headset. It's just it did not like me today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, what we heard was you said that you were late coming back from the doctor. That's totally fine. CB had to drop because she's having some intense migraine symptoms, which she sent me a Snapchat showing a rather nasty thunderstorm brewing outside her window. So that explains why she's feeling shitty.
I actually went to my doctor's for my migraines.
Oh.
They're kind of getting worse, so.
Are yours episodic or chronic or?
So I'm trying to figure that one out. They started where it happened, and then I didn't have them again for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm starting to get them more and more often, and they're not going away. So I'm trying to nip that in the rear before it gets even worse.
Yeah, I highly recommend if you can to do that, because like there's like 3 levels of migraine diagnosis that I know of. This is like based on my limited knowledge, just going through it with my experience. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just a migraine sufferer. But there's like just having migraines, which I had for a while. And then there's episodic migraines, which I think I had episodic migraines between the time I was like 14, 15 until my mid-20s. And that's when I think mine became chronic. And once they become chronic, there's so much more to the symptoms and everything. So I really hope yours never become chronic. I hope they like stop at episodic.
Yeah, so
she get to that.
Also, the fact that the doctor who saw me, I haven't seen a doctor in about a year or two because the provider that I had, he left. So I haven't had a PCP. So this was more of a introduction. You know, let's to find out what's going on. I was actually really impressed with her. So hopefully, the medication she's prescribing me will actually make sure I don't get them anymore because they suck.
They do.
It's
I
awful.
hope the medicine works for ye.
Same. But when I did get back, I ate and I also got 251 words.
Nice. I'll say they're also they're always coming out, they're always trying to work on new migraine treatments, and there's this nasal spray they're coming out with,
I've heard of that.
and I'm like, you're like, I think if I heard right, again, this is just like rumor mill, so nothing solid. I heard that you take it at like the onset of a migraine, so it's not really a preventative so much as a treat, and as needed. And I'm like, I don't think that'll work for me. I'd be snorting it every day. I don't think my nose would like that. So
Yeah, same.
Fox told me to stop cursing people. I told him migraines aren't contagious, and he begs to differ.
Did you curse me? Is that what happened? I joined your team and you cursed me?
That's what he well, CB, all right. In my defense, CB thinks she's had migraines since she was 8, and that she just didn't know what they were, and that everybody always treated certain symptoms or misdiagnosed. But hers became pretty obvious to me that she was having chronic migraines within the last year and a half, and I would tease her. I was like, I know you're my internet child, but you were supposed to inherit this from me, and then now you're having migraine issues. So now Fox is just claiming it's like,
so instead of we're the migraine club, and instead of having jackets, we have little headbands that help our heads.
yeah. It's just, look, it's what you give up to become immortal. It's the sacrifice you make is you become a migraine sufferer.
I will take it. All your secrets, I'll take the migraines.
Did I start organizing my files when this combo came up? Yes. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's right. Book hoarding is just starting your library. It's fine.
I actually found out that in order to be a library, I think it needs to be 1,000 books.
Well, see, I got started. I need to continue. Holy crap, that's a lot of bookmarks / tabs. I can't stand having more than 3 of any tab open on my computer for anything. See, here's the thing. Most of my windows are minimized, so I don't see them. They're just there on the bottom. It's fine. Popping into the stream, remember to stretch and hydrate. I thought that was sketch. I was like, I'm not drawing things today. But yes, but thank you for the reminder. Yeah, that is a thank you. Double checking all my panel spache. That's right. Tina, I showed Fox my notes for the spache, and he was like, oh, no wonder she didn't want to touch it anymore when I told her. So, yes, we have a RAF. Everyone welcoming the RAF. 571 words on my whip that time. Yeah, I was letting everyone know. I'm like, I don't know where Raph is. And I'm like, oh, he says he's on his way. So I was like, we'll have a Raph.
My appointment was at 4 o'clock, which was fine. I'm like, okay, that gives me a whole lot of time. It's only a 30-minute visit. So I get there.
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Mountain Time. I'm in Arizona.
Okay. All right. So you're an hour behind me.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. So I get there with 15 minutes to spare, and they're like, oh, your appointment's not going to start for another 45 minutes. I'm sitting there going, so I didn't get pulled back until 4:30, and then finally at 4:45 is when the doctor actually saw me. So I was like, okay, not to be rude, but let's.
It's okay. Your health is very important. I understand, especially when it's it's totally not your fault. The appointment ran long. Sometimes our doctor's office, I don't know what they've done, but now we get in and out. But before, you'd be waiting there anywhere between 30 minutes to 2.5 hours.
They got a new scary manager there, probably. People are like, I don't want to
be having this anymore.
So
Tired of all these sick people making each other sicker in the waiting room.
Guys, like, we need to have a good time. Like, they can't be sitting there forever.
Our
Gotta be better than this hospital.
I love our pediatric not ward, but our pediatric area now, because they have sub waiting rooms. And if like you're just there for a checkup and your child has no symptoms, they're like, go to sub waiting room B. I'm like, yes, thank you. We'll go sit with all the healthy children.
That works.
Which, it sounds bad, but it is a way to help prevent the spread of things. So Kelly got more edits on her research paper done. Is this the research paper about mead? I'm getting to the stage where I need a good critique of it. Sweet. So I started making my way downtown through the productivity streams from the relay last week, and I kept seeing people like 800 words or 1,200 words that sprint, and I'm just like, how? Well, with the one thing, the productivity streams have very long sprints, and it's also a lot of people who participate in Shower, the Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay, are like, I don't want to say like a lot, because I don't want to misrepresent, but we do have a lot of published authors or people who like writing is their full-time gig. So they've worked up those years and got that experience for those larger word counts.
They also have more of a system, like they know like how to spend the 5 minutes before to really get them motivated beforehand. And you really only build that after you've written for long periods of time and actually like published or finished with something.
Fox hates Shower. Look. I am more than overjoyed that SHWR can be pronounced shower, because during the weekend relay, I get to go, how is everybody's shower going? And it never fails to amuse and entertain everyone whose name is not Fox. So.
You should just have a bath and maybe doesn't like showers.
I'm like, well, it really works too for a writer-themed thing, because a lot of writers get some of their best ideas in the shower. So it's on brand for a writer thing, in my opinion. And then I realized that the sprints themselves. Oh yeah, there you go. Bella and I were already in helpful mode, and RP's like, I already figured it out, ladies. It's fine. My time is hopefully not soon. Jack Edwards here on YouTube hit the 1,000 books recently. Ooh! I don't know who that is, but good on him. How big is his house, though? I need to know. Are they in boxes? Are they in bookshelves? Where does he keep them?
I actually subscribe to him. So he lives in a tiny, well, not really tiny, but he lives in a New York apartment.
Ooh, it is tiny. It's probably tiny.
So he actually started
tiny houses bigger than those apartments. Sorry, go ahead.
So he actually started doing YouTube when he was in college back in Britain. So he's from Britain, and he actually has a degree in English literature. So his job is reading. So he collects books. So I follow him on Instagram, YouTube, and the Clock app, as is affectionately called. And he talks a lot about the fact that he collects a lot of books. And that's where I heard that if you hit the 1,000 books, technically you're a small library.
But where does he keep them?
On shelves and kind of just stacked
in
up.
His apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have anything else in his apartment, or is his couch just made of?
He has a couch. Last time we checked.
I'm impressed. The Clock app, Rafi as a fellow Jack Edwards fan. Yeah, it is the Mead paper, and if I ever decide to have a motto, it will be citations, citations, citations. I have so many citations, as a good research paper do. So I have, my Discord keeps telling me I have a message, and I'm like, I don't want to look at it yet, but I keep going, no, it's not a thing that needs my attention.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm going over all of the books I have, and I'm like, I don't think I quite have 1,000, but I think I'm getting close.
I have a couple hundred, but I don't know. I haven't counted. So
same.
I don't know. I may have. I gave some of my old middle grade and stuff to the kids. Like I passed them on. Which my daughter was like, "Oh, can I have some of your romance novels?" And I'm like, "No, you are 8." I'm like,
Those are not
"You are
appropriate.
no." I was like, although I do have some lovely romance mangas that you can read. So she
Well,
started reading through my Monkey Highs, but yeah, I'd have
Both
to
corrupting them into the manga and anime world and making it appropriate for children.
exactly.
well, technically, you still have them in your collection because they have not left the house.
So
Count
I could
their
just I could count my books, Chris's books, all of the children's books.
Exactly. Because technically, if they're in
We
their
definitely have.
bedroom, that's still in a room in your house. So,
I'm like gonna eyeball how many manga I have in order to get to my like paper, like my novels. They're in the tub underneath the manga. Look at what my daughter did. Let me tell you, right? This is a very nice tub. And she didn't know that you had to like, the purple handle down. So look what she did. She really wanted to get to the manga. I was like, child. I mean, it still functions, but not the way it was supposed to. Oh, my mom read this to me when I was a baby, and then gave it to me to read to my babies.
Oh,
I
cute.
think I actually had that book too.
Bedtime book buddies. Hold on.
Yeah, my
Fox is
mom.
messaging me, I'm sure.
My
Yes.
mom used to be a preschool teacher. So in like a shed, we used to have like a small like bookcase of sorts where she just had all of her old preschool books, like bedtime books and like teaching books, and
Aw.
now they're in a safe box in like a storage unit, but
I have a calculator out since the manga are conveniently labeled with what volume they are.
She's like,
Also,
going
I
big.
don't know if anybody's seen these before, but there are Harley Quinn manga. I only
I
own
think I've
this
seen them
one,
before.
but there are more, and I need more.
Like,
Because, like,
Harley-
no, not Harley Quinn, Harlequin.
Okay.
Like, see the old romance novels.
Okay, I was like, wait, Harley Quinn or Harlequin?
Harlequin. So, and no, Fox, I did not read the romance novels when I was 8. I was not allowed to start reading them until I was like 12 or 13. Which was real interesting because if like a sex scene or something came up on one of the soaps when my mom was watching it, she would be like, "Samantha, look away from the TV." But like the romance novels were more detailed. So it's like, Mama, you're skewed. All right, so in my top layer alone, I have 50 manga. Let's see. Plus 2. And then it's plus 7. So I have 59 manga that I can see. I stopped collecting manga at some point. I think it was when Tokyo Pop went out of business, because a lot of when it went out of business, a lot of them went out of print, and they weren't like, I was waiting to see which series were going to get picked back up.
Yeah.
Something wet got on my manga.
Because there's a hole in the lid.
Yeah. Child.
There's a comic book shop that I go to, and every month he does like order forms for the people that like subscribe to put their order in every month. And there's like a giant section of like manga from like the top publishing like manga houses here in the US. And by top I mean like Viz and stuff like that. Like they're the top ones here too.
Uh-huh.
And I think it is like Viz that just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
This is huge.
Like,
Well, to be fair, there's only actually, just like with American publishing, there's only actually 3 manga publishing houses, and everything else is an in-house of it. I don't remember what they are right now, but I think one of them is Simon and Schuster. Simon Schuster, Penguin Random House, and then I don't remember the third one, but those are the 2, and I only know that because like the last convention I worked, we got shipments. We had to organize the shipments. I'm up to 82.
I'm trying to remember what the other ones are.
Hanakimi. I really enjoy Where's the rest of my Hanakimi? There are 22 volumes and I only see 5 in here. I think I loaned them to my mother. I need to get them back. Oh, I didn't know I owned Kyo Karamao. I has 100 mangas.
Oh, nice.
That's in this box. Not counting my potentially 20 missing volumes of Hanakimi.
I think it might be Diamond that. Or is that the catalog?
So I googled like manga publishing companies in America.
Yeah.
There's Viz, IDW Publishing, Dark Horse, Image Comics, Fantagraphics.
Viz is owned by Simon and Schuster or Penguin.
Huh. Then we have Yen Press, 7 Seas Entertainment, Drawn and Quarterly, Tokyo Pop, Top Shelf Productions.
No, Tokyo Pop went out of business.
Okay. Titan Books, Last Gasp Publishing, Funimation, Avatar Press, Shuyusha. Some of these I'm not going to pronounce because I will butcher the names. Vertical, Turtle Publishing, NBM Publishing, Dark Horse Manga, and Oni Press. Those are just some.
Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Simon and Schuster and Diamond Comics distributors print Viz in the United States. Like, is Tokyo Pop back? Hold on, let me check.
I think so, because I just looked up their website and they're like selling stuff and have like a subscription newsletter thing.
They did come back. Tokyo.
Someone might have bought it.
I know a lot of their stuff got relicensed to other places, especially Viz. Viz bought a lot of Tokyo Pop's old stuff. Unfortunately, Dean Angel will never get finished because the manga just said, no, I'm done with that now. Y'all don't understand. There was like 3 years between volumes 12 and 13 of Dean Angel. And then she said she was going on a hiatus. And then after like 4 years, she said, no, I'm just not going to finish the series. And I'm like, why did you bother with that one? Well, I'm glad Tokyo Pop is back now. But yeah, it came back recently. So, but yeah, most of the ones you listed are like, they're printed and distributed by companies in the US, and it's like 3 main companies, because when we get the shipment boxes, they're like, they all either have the Penguin on them, or they're Simon and Schuster, or they're that third one who escapes me.
Diamond. I think
like
Diamond, the third one.
It might be Diamond. But yeah, they're like, it's all one of those 3, because they all come in those 3 boxes. But like,
I know.
Dark Horse Publishing.
Yeah.
They're
At
always a couple dollars more than everything else.
at the comic book shop, the owner has to put in like 5 different orders every single month on various different days because certain companies move to like a different publisher or their own. Like Marvel, I think they're now with Penguin.
I think so.
Was it HarperCollins?
Yes, thank you, HarperCollins. That's the third one. HarperCollins, Simon and Schuster, and Penguin Random House are the three who basically have a monopoly on distributing manga in the U.S. But they're all like my brain. Yeah, so it's I think I was phrasing it poorly because I think I was saying that they're subsidiaries of those. I don't remember if they're subsidiaries of them or if they just, those are who the companies have deals with to print and distribute. But it's those three. All our shipping things come from those three.
So transfer the manga company send it to the publishing houses.
Yeah, they send the files to those to the what's the word for the company that does local translations? That might be the localization things. And then they translate and localize them and then publish and distribute them in America.
The more you know.
Yes. These are just fun. We lost Abella. These are this is kind of just fun information to know because like novel and book publishing work very similarly. Like I'm sure everybody's heard of Simon and Schuster, Penguin Random House, and HarperCollins because they also handle novel publishing in the U.S. And most of the publishers that we have are actual subsidiaries under them. So it's all the same peoples. You don't understand. I'm on page 3 of citations. At least we know it's well researched. Tina has less than 100 physical books. I have 100 manga. That's not even touching which I feel I should point out that the tub of my the tub of my novels is bigger than the tub of my manga. So, but some of those are also like taller.
I have a whole box of books at another house.
Yes. Like I know I don't have a small library. I just want to know if my estimation of I have a couple hundred is accurate. Depends on the manga publisher, whether they're owned by a book publisher or not. If I remember correctly. Yeah, Seven Seas is an independent publisher, but they are printed through one of those three because they came in the same box as something. I could answer better if I paid closer attention. Maybe Harper? Seven Seas Publishing. I could also just randomly text my bot. Yeah, HarperCollins. I can just message my boss because he like knows most of this off the top of his head because he orders them and stocks them and stuff. But yeah, Seven Seas and HarperCollins. HarperCollins distributes Seven Seas in America. Seven Seas are also I think they're if I remember correctly, they're the ones that just got super popular in America for like they're not manga, they're the like comic adaptations of Chinese light novels. So technically they're a different name, but I don't cuz like the Japanese ones are manga, the Korean ones are manhwa, and I don't remember what the Chinese ones are.
I didn't even know there was a difference. That was all considered manga.
No, manga technically the definition of manga is Japanese comics. So they're like comics from Japan.
Mhm.
And then manhwa are comics from Korea.
Huh.
Which are printed very similarly, except like so in Japan, you read from like this way to. Why did I grab a novel? I could just grab a actually, hold up. I have both manga and manhwa. So my poor top. Go over there. Hey, I see that you're back. Oh, my tweezers. How did they get in there? Give me just one moment. Okay. So, ottoman, why are you wet? Hold on. I must clean my ottoman. Manhwa. Yep. Danmei, although I think they aren't comics. Perhaps. Well, I know there are comic versions of them, and manhwa is the term for Chinese. Hold on. Manhwa, like MANWHA, I think. The word you're writing, I would pronounce as mongha. Hold on, let me find the word for the Korean one. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. This is the Korean one.
Okay.
This is the Chinese. So it's manga, manhwa, and mongha, I think. Is it manhwa? I don't claim to know Chinese phonetics well. But, so manga, which everyone is probably familiar with if you've read it, reads from right to left, right?
Mhm.
You get this nice warning in the back that says, hey, you might be reading wrong because you're silly. Don't read it from the end, right? So, opens this way. Manhwa, however, is the opposite. They also read left to right, like in America. So, they open this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see? That's like the biggest difference. I thought this was my first manga that I ever owned. I was wrong. It's my first manhwa. But yeah. Well, now my manga's all out of order. I'll figure that out later. Well, like it was in alphabetical order. They've de-alphabetized it. It's fine. Also, everyone, this is Wallflower. It's so pretty. The cover belies what it is on the inside with all this dark gothicness. But it's so good. I highly recommend the anime. Also, of course, Volume 1 has my favorite character in leopard print because why wouldn't it? But yeah, so that's Sam's short lesson on manga, manhwa, and manhwa, which I don't know which way Chinese ones read. Do they read? Does manhwa read left to right or right to left? Right to left. So Chinese comics read the same way Japanese comics do. So that's another good way to tell. The Korean comics are just all different. They're like left to right, bitches. But yeah, I'm getting us a timer. After you read enough of them, you'll also notice different trends in the art styles that are very interesting. Like, I don't know if these two are. This one's a good example, but I don't know about you, Ottoman. But yeah, like the way that they do the eyes and the hair is slightly different. And 20-minute timer. We're gonna go to Violet. Quick, what are your two zodiac signs?
Gemini.
You were faster.
Mine's Cancer.
Oh, we're gonna do Gemini, even though we're entering Cancer season, because we're exiting Gemini season.
Yeah, my birthday was the beginning of the month.
And then we'll do
Nice.
Cancer last. Lately, instead of like clicking the present, because like you got to click the little computer that says present and then you click on the timer. And even though I've been doing this for at least 2 years now, I have just recently started clicking the settings gear instead of, and I'm like, why? Why have I started doing that? It makes no sense. We're already in Cancer season. Rise up, my fellow crabs. Also, happy birthday to Raph.
Thank you.
My baby sister is due for her third baby. We're celebrating. Let's see, her soon to be middle child's first birthday is this week, and we'll be celebrating on Saturday. And then she's due with her third baby in the middle of July. So it could be a Cancer. It could be a Leo. We'll find out. All right. Raph, would you like to count us down?
Okay. Ready, set, go.
I forgot to mute the video for me, so there was sound on my end. I didn't appreciate it. Let me go get the other timer set up. While I'm doing that, everybody tell us how you did. That's brilliant. I finished reading the things, and then because my mind was hyper focused, I can't get to the tub because the manga tub is on top of it, and that's just too heavy and inconvenient to move. But I was like, I can remember several authors, and I know all the books I own by them. And then I was like, I also have a lot of Zelda mangas that are not in here because my Zelda and Sailor Moon mangas are kept in a separate location. So I do, in fact, have over 200 books. And like, only half of them are manga. The other half are novels and books. So I am a fifth of a small library, all by my lonesome.
It's
How
a
did
start.
you do?
I did not do a whole lot of writing. How many I got? 111 words.
You're mine.
Kitty.
She's like, Mother, why? I don't know. Why do you harass me so?
I got a gremlin.
A literal gremlin. And it kind of matches my cat. Do you know how excited that makes me? Because I call her a goblin cat because, like, I can't ever capture it. Like, but the way that her ears, like, the way her skull and her ears are shaped when she moves her ears a certain way, she looks like Gizmo. Or like a goblin. So
My partner actually won this for me in a claw machine at the movie theater.
oh, I love it.
That's
It's a
adorable.
real world romance cliche, but I love it so much.
I was the giddiest little person in that movie theater.
I would be.
I was so happy. And then peekaboo.
Just don't feed it after midnight.
No.
I was trying to make it a hazelnut and peanut butter sandwich for me and my oldest, and the bread demon here kept trying to get the bread. And my oldest, who has absolutely no willpower when it comes to the cat, to the point he took he messages me, right? I'm in my room, and he's like, Mom, Freyr's stealing my chicken. And I'm like, well, then stop him. He then sends me a photo of Freyr taking his friend, and I mean, it's not a quick snap either. I could tell he leaned back and got it in like frame and everything. And I'm like, you're just letting him. And he's like, he's so cute. I needed a picture. I'm like, so of course he did not do the best job keeping bread demon away from the bread until I was like, honey, the hazelnut spread has cocoa, which is some sort of chocolate, I'm sure. And that's bad for her. It can make her sick. And then he's like, oh no. And I'm like, that's what I gotta do. Don't let the cat eat my food. No, he's very weak to that. But the cat eating this could hurt her. And he's like, oh, never. Which I guess at least there's that. Running through to tap the like button and remind y'all to stretch, hydrate, back up your work, and have fun. Yeah. Tina just bopped around on the computer. You also sent the things to the nitpick crew. I finished a task and then had to add another task because I finished reading the things and then I had to add nitpick for Tina. But at least it was just one task for a task. A tisket, a tasket, $1 from a basket. That's not how that goes, but that's how my mind went. Tina, she forgot she was actually productive. I like how all three of us look like we could be in the same room.
Right.
Especially like mine and Bella's walls match too well.
Like I'm just off in the corner.
Bella's over there.
I'm in the other direction.
Raps over.
Yeah, we're on the
There's a
plain
corner
wall.
right there.
We're on the plain wall background. You're
Yeah.
facing out into the living room.
So it's all good. Would not be the first time I snuck somebody to my house for a stream. Although it's funny because when CB was here, her and Matt's walls matched because I was in the actual living room and she was here in the garage den. So she had the white wall and I had a blue wall. But then Matt had like the white wall. So it looked like she and Matt were actually in the same location. And Matt's like, yeah, I'm just gonna pop. Which Cody was like, I swear, if Matt pops over on Sam's screen, we're like, no, Cody, we wouldn't
That
do
would
that
be
to you.
so fun to pull off. Just like someone popping their head in. Hi.
Well, that's what CB did during the first FFA. Or 4FA. I highly recommend everybody go watch all of the Flash Fiction free-for-alls. They're a lot of fun. And this next one coming up, I'm going to encourage chat to use the sprints we use to write the Flash Fiction to just work on whatever they want to work on. So, like, use them as a work sprint if they don't want to also do the Flash Fiction. Which I must let everybody know, when I reminded Fox that we were doing a 4FA in July, he was like, ah, yes, I get to, what was the phrasing? Puppet everybody or something like that? Bend people to his will. He has far too much power with this event. So everybody knows about my upcoming summer plans. Does anybody else have summer plans?
Not succumb to desert heat.
I like that plan.
Like literally today, it was 103 degrees by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you said you're in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
More than 100, I would melt.
When we actually have the AC on in our job and we can still feel the heat coming inside, you're like, no. And it's not that kind of heat where you're like, oh, it's so hot. It's that heat that makes you mean and cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Thus fast I would just melt. I would stop existing. I would become a puddle. Tina's plans are to release OMT, go to the beach, work hard, and play harder. Man, Raph's like, I'm dying of heat. Tina's like, I'm going to the beach. Just slap to Raph's face.
Whatever.
See, we're taking the children to a water park resort, but it might rain. Like, well, it wouldn't be as big an issue if it was just going to rain because, like, we're going somewhere in Tennessee. And in Tennessee, you know, rain and stuff is not a big deal. Like, they'll still run rides and everything. But thunder is an issue. Like, it's the policy that every time there is thunder or lightning, they have to wait. It's between 30 minutes and an hour. And like every time there's lightning, it restarts the timer in order to let people go in anything or on anything. So, and it's going to be scattered thunderstorms. So that's the issue. Because if it's just rain, they're like, you're in the country, motherfucker. Just deal with it. Get wet. It's hot. But thunder, they're like, that might kill people. Hold on. So it's like, that's fair. But there's enough indoor activities that, like, the kids will still have a good vacation, just not necessarily the vacation we originally planned. But that's why I'm hoping, everyone, you must hope with me, put into the universe. We have to will the weather
to send the rain here.
To send the rain to Raph. Let's just push it all the way to Arizona.
Because
instead of dust storms, you get mud storms. It's fine.
So right now, like near the end of this month, maybe the middle of next month, that's when our monsoon season starts. And they are gorgeous to watch, especially when it's thundering and lightning and it's far off in the distance and you can still see it.
Far off in the distance.
because it's beautiful, but yeah, also because we have so many washes here, and they fill up so fast, and the water is running at like 50 miles an hour. They're dangerous.
What?
So, but it's
Yeah, you did that.
all of us are walking out with like tank tops on, shorts on, flip flops in the rain. We're just like,
That's your version of a beach. I'm here for it.
as soon as that rain ends and that sun comes out, your clothes are dry.
If y'all see my laptop, like the camera suddenly do this, what happens is I pull the laptop closer to me, which is fine because it's on a lap desk. So it's like here's the table. It's like this. However, somebody likes to try to use that as a like little table to a bridge to walk from the table to me and doesn't quite understand how the
Physics.
physics work. So she's like on the one side and she's like fine, then she steps on the other side and it goes whoa. And then she gets annoyed because it suddenly went down. And as you saw, she like comes over to me and she bitched at me. And I'm like, you did it. You know this. My poor laptop has fallen off the table more than a couple of times because she keeps doing this. Tina says, Raph, come up to Toronto. It's nice and cool by the water and you can get poutine.
I can't. Glenn, I'm broke.
We're working on those teleporters. the free to use teleporters.
I don't even have a passport to go up there.
Come to LA. But I don't know.
Need for that one.
Yeah,
is your weather there any better though?
Huh?
I said, is your weather any better though?
Well, it's better than Arizona by like 10, 15 degrees in the middle of summer. Fair. But like those 10 degrees makes a difference.
They do.
However, I have like Anime Expo from like Saturday to Tuesday, like this upcoming weekend.
So just go to Anime Expo. Raph. Don't like go inside. Just stand in front of the doors with the
It's
AC.
a little unfortunate because our first heat wave starts late this week, and I'm like, we had to get our first heat wave at Anime Expo.
Yeah,
like I have to wait in line to go into the convention, and the line is outside. I'm like, you couldn't have like waited a week, and then it'd be fine. But like,
do you have a neck fan?
Huh?
Do you have a neck fan?
I might. I don't have one now. I might try to get one.
Okay. My sister had them when we went to the zoo for the Father's Day thing, and like everyone was passing them around, and the kids liked them so much that Chris ordered them each some from Temu.
Oh yeah,
we were trying that website out because it's like it feels like a scammy website. Like Wish.
I've used it multiple times and I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the reviews and everything make it seem like it's very legit. So we were like, all right, this is a fair enough thing to try it out with. And the ones that we got for the kids are pretty snazzy. They came in yesterday. They like they have a little display that tells you what percentage they're charged and like what mode they're on. The fan can go up to like 5 or 6, and the kids really enjoyed them. So
I got this lighter.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah, it's like a laser lighter.
See, I might be looking at some more stuff on Temu because they've got like a ton of like weird household things that are
just
like
a ton of stuff, and I love it. It looks like it would be similar to Wish, but it's so much better. And you basically, I like to say that like 85% of it is good, and then there's like a small
one
portion.
Of those. It feels like one of those sites that sells a lot of overstock stuff, which is why they can sell it for cheap and whatnot.
Yeah,
my friend actually bought this from Temu.
What is it?
It's a wristband.
It's a wristband. Okay. I was about to say watch band, which.
And then one of these little.
I just see a flag square What is? Oh, it's a pin. Okay.
She's like,
I was like, I know it's just a rainbow rectangle. So for my son's party, he got this like little SpongeBob pack for the party favor thingies, and I was like, it's an eraser, right? And so the various pieces of SpongeBob can come off, so you can use them as eraser. You can strip SpongeBob here. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know how I feel about that.
It's a little questionable.
are the pants erasable too? Like, can
Yeah, they're all erasers. Yeah.
So just do. Remember that one episode where he ripped his pants?
I'm the fool who ripped his pants. Yeah. The only thing that might be hard to erase with is the front because his face is a sticker. But I imagine you can pull the sticker off. But yeah, like it's all eraser. The shirt keeps the tie. I'm just like, this feels unnecessary. Like, what the fuck?
It's kind of like those, like, eraser foods that we used to get. But, like, every time I got them, I wouldn't erase with them. Because they were just so small that I couldn't actually, like, hold it properly. And I'm like, I just got them as, like, decoration.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just so the kids have fun. But I can't put his pants back on. What is going on? Once the pants are off, they're off forever, y'all. I shouldn't be struggling. Okay, I got him. His shirt went back on, no problem, but his pants were a struggle. I relate to that, SpongeBob. SpongeBob, no pants. I like messing with my cat, and yet she still is obsessed with being near me, and I'm like, but it's just so much fun to mess with you. She gets back at me though. Especially if I'm like laying down with my blanket up and it's like cold in my room, then she wants to be under the blanket, but she's also scared of being under the blanket. So she wants me to like hold it like this so she has a very clear exit. And I'm like, I'm not holding it all day. So then like I'll put my arm down and then she's like, whoa, 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 hold up. And I'm like, you gotta get used to it if you want to be a blanket kitty.
Yeah, we got a kitten almost 6 months ago. We got it for Christmas. And she was my sister. It was for my sister. And she gets kind of psycho at like 2 very specific times during the day. Like when she wakes up in the morning after she eats breakfast, and then at night, like an hour after she eats dinner. And she'll just run back and forth throughout the house, knocking things over and like scratching at like the furniture when she jumps up and tries to like attack my dog as she's like running by. And I'm like, it's a little much.
The zoomies.
Yeah, she's got the zoomies.
Last night, my poor dog, she was laying in here while I put the kids to bed. And she was laying right beside the cat tree. And Freyr decided to be a dick. And because he's on the top of the cat tree, and then he just jumps and lands on her. It scares the shit out of her. And she was like mildly alright, but she like she barked to startle him. And then because he was startled, he hissed at her. And then so she got up and he started running and she went to follow him. And I was like, hey, calm down now. And she went and laid back down. But they were just kind of like glaring at each other. But he looked so pleased with himself. I'm like, you little shit starter.
So years ago, we had a Chihuahua. Little ankle biter.
Mm-hmm.
We thought she would never be able to jump up on our coffee table because she was kind of small.
Yeah.
So she actually jumped up on the coffee table and ate one of those big Hershey bars of chocolate.
No, baby, you're so small.
Nothing happened to her. She
Oh,
was
thankfully.
completely fine. The only issue was at 2 a.m., all I hear is her nails on the tile floor going back and forth down the hallway. She had a sugar high.
She was wired
Sounds
for
all right.
town.
I was like,
I'm
"Bro,
glad
like,
she was okay
okay."
though. Yeah, it's like most dogs, unless they have a severe reaction, it's like it's a percentage, like the amount of chocolate they can consume before it becomes of an issue is like directly proportional to their size.
Yeah.
But like there's always that risk of them having a severe reaction, and then some dogs just genuinely have no reaction whatsoever. My
That
dog is a chocoholic. Oh my god. If she even suspect, I'm like, she's stolen like half a chocolate cake before. And I just look at her and I'm like, it's a good thing you are a big girl, or I would be freaking out right now. Cause she's a lab Dane mix, we're pretty sure. So I'm like, oh
Mhm.
my god, that dog is addicted to chocolate, which I mean, I can't judge or blame her because I too am addicted to chocolate, but it won't kill me. it, ugh, animals.
mhm.
All right. So we're ready for our final countdown. Three, two, one, go. I just realized I never turned my camera back on. Oops.
I pop back sometime.
So Tina's dad called during the sprint again. He does that a lot. That's kind of funny. My sister's like that. So how did everybody do that sprint?
I finished the first scene of my second chapter.
Nice. I tormented my cat lovingly, and then my July schedule has been finalized, so I posted that to my server and started updating my phone calendar so I don't forget the things.
I read manga or like webtoons and stuff. Like I just did that.
I mean, that's fair. He never manages to interrupt the stream. He's very considerate. This is intuition. And congrats.
Thank you.
So I am going to wrap us up pretty quick because I have to use the bathroom. So if everyone's all right with it, we'll go ahead and Tina added stuff to her planner, and her dad called about birthday plans, which was handy with the planner right out. See, his like
Serendipitous.
timing.
He's just got some god of luck looking out for him, just
right?
like
God of convenience. Like a spirit of convenience on his side. All right, well, Raph, if you could. I don't think I ever had you introduce yourself. Did
No.
I?
No.
Well, intro, outro yourself then, all in one go.
My name is Rafael. I am always on this channel with. I got it right the first time.
Yeah.
With Sam. I write whatever comes to my mind, so I don't have an actual specific thing that I like to do. I'm usually here when she wants me to be here. When she asks, I'm usually never late. I'm usually very early, which is very uncharacteristic.
I was quite concerned about you when I didn't hear anything. I was like, is Raph okay? So
I live
usually very punctual.
Usually. And that's it.
Bella.
Hi all, I'm Bella. I'm an aspiring author currently working on my debut novel, temporarily titled Alina, which is a fantasy romance story surrounding the idea of an angel on one shoulder, a demon on the other, guiding humans through life. And I'm almost done with the first draft, and then I get to go and probably have another 6 months of drafting work to do. But I have a YouTube channel, I have Twitter, and I also have an Etsy shop where I sell digital planners and checklists and mugs and stuff. And I think Tina has the coupon code from last stream I was in. There it is. It's a 25% off code, strictly for like people of Sam's world, for like the entire shop, and it goes until the end of this month. So the 30th of this month is the last day. And yeah.
I am still very honored that we have a coupon code. Tina is on top of it.
Good job.
And I am writing Mom's Method on Acid on my channel. I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. I am currently working on my re-debut novel, Save Her Soul, which is about a shifter pit fighter who is, yes, my links all here. A shifter pit fighter who saves an uptown girl who falls in the pit and then is going to try to keep her from being murderized because someone's out to murder her. So it's a paranormal romance. I've started drafting and I'm very excited for the peoples to read it. Yeah, if you like the stream, like, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.